Hello everyone. So we've put a few videos out on this channel so far and haven't really introduced the channel or what we're about. So I figured it was probably time for a video showing that. Welcome to our campsite. Actually, completely wrong. This is inside the middle of the city somewhere in a school parking lot, as a matter of fact. So if you hear some sounds or buzzers in the background, that's probably just class releasing. Just wanted to find a nice open spot I could do this. So the idea of this channel was that we're here in Colorado. Originally wanted to pick up myself a Jeep, but when we decided to transfer a new car, but the wife decided that we probably needed something more smart, I guess, better for what we're doing most of the time. So we ended up picking up the Subaru Outback. I'm sure you guys have seen it on the channel so far. Through that, and my big thing was that my stipulation was whatever we bought had to off-road. Too many times we do a lot in the mountains, we're hiking a lot, and spend tons of times in the mountains, and a lot of the times we just would find trails that we just couldn't drive down because roads we'd have to turn around on because they just got too much for what we had before. So with the new vehicle, it definitely had to have something good off-road. And when the wife, she's had Subarus for a while, she liked hers, and she picked pointed, hey, let's do a Subaru. And of course, the Outback Wilderness was the only choice if you're going to look that direction. As you guys have seen, this car is very capable so far. So the idea for this channel was when I started watching Jeep videos to figure out where I could take the Outback. That's very difficult because of the fact that the GoPro kind of flattens out the trail. So what may be an extreme trail doesn't look all that bad. And when you see it, so it's kind of hard to tell when you're looking at these videos of what a Subaru can go down. Now this one here is a mostly stock Subaru. I've got a few things that I've added to it, and I'll kind of go over those here in a bit. So I kind of wanted to have a video or a channel that could get out to other people who are driving Subarus, mostly in Colorado, but anywhere, I guess. But Colorado, who wanted to take these trails and wasn't sure if their car was capable. So this doesn't, at this current time, and I don't have plans of lifting this car. This is a stock height Outback. We do have rival 4x4 skid plates. I absolutely love them. They're not as big as the Subaru community as like Anderson's or Primitive or Rai was the other one. The other one there now, and then Yopi Adventure has one. All of those are 3/16 aluminum. I like to have a little bit more protection, so for me, quarter-inch aluminum was definitely the way to go, and not removing any steel parts was another huge part. So we went with Rival 4x4. They're big in the regular 4x4 community, but they're kind of new to the market of Subarus, and they're expanding. And what I've noticed when I've got this was that they're definitely on back order a lot because they're starting to get very popular. The other thing too to point out is that if you guys haven't noticed, there might be a change in the video of the vehicles you're seeing. We started this channel with a 23 Outback Wilderness, and all the videos you see on this channel up to this point have been that vehicle. If you know what you're looking for, the current car I'm sitting in now is our 24 Outback Wilderness. I only upgraded because I had somebody pull out in front of me and we totaled out the other one. Extremely safe car. I was totally surprised. I have a background in doing rebuilders, if people don't know. That's taking cars that the insurance company has totaled, fixing them, and we sell them as a prior salvage at a discounted rate. I have never seen a car hold up as well for the amount of impact, and I'll do a video or add some photos and videos to this maybe, or do a separate one for that. That'll show how bad that car was damaged, and the passenger door was what I used as a guide, because that's where most of the impact was from. Open, perfectly fine, didn't have an issue. So the actual passenger compartment was not tweaked whatsoever, and no impact from an accident of about 45 mile an hour plus whatever the other car was going when they made the left-hand turn in front of me. It was phenomenal how well this car pulled it up. So we currently have a 24. Now, real quick, I'm sure some people have already been thinking of, is the 24 worth getting over the 22, 23? Never had a 22, so never been experienced with that, but it sounds from what I hear is like pretty much 22, 23 are the same. For me, no, I would not have bought this car if it hadn't been totaled out. Now, with that being said, having this car has been really nice. The stereo system, of course, we all know in the 22 and 23 is, I mean, it might as well be a absolute base model work vehicle type stereo system. It's horrid for an XT lineup of a vehicle. The new one here does come with the Harman Kardon, or Harman Kardon, however you pronounce it there. Phenomenal for a stock stereo system. It's obviously not going to compete with an aftermarket stereo system. So if you're looking for something super crazy and crisp and whatnot, it's not that. If you're the average person looking for something that you can hear, sounds good, and I usually say the word you can feel it, as in all of the sounds, and you feel like you're part of the music and it's moving you. This car checks all those boxes on that stereo system. So definitely phenomenal in that part there. This car also comes with a heated steering wheel, which never really needed that before, but now they have a heated steering wheel. It's really nice on cold mornings because you can come out, start it up, and I would say in about a minute and a half, the steering wheel's nice and warm, and there's no need for gloves. You need your gloves just to get into the car, and then after a minute, take them off and put them wherever. It is kind of a disappointing that it doesn't, the app, if you have that, it doesn't go through that, and you can't set that because you can set a lot of the other priorities in the Subarus. So that when I do the remote start, I can change which seats are going to have heated seats, which seats or which vents are going to work, what's the temperature. So you can do a lot of presets in it. But from what I've seen, unless someone else has noticed this, and if you do, leave a comment because I would love to add this to mine. There's no preset for the heated steering wheel, so you don't get to do that until you get into the vehicle. It'd be kind of nice to have a toasty car steering wheel as soon as you get in. But like I said, it's a minute and a half, and that was, I'm sure most of you experienced it too. Just last week we had sub-zero, -5 to -20 degrees here in Colorado. And after about a minute and a half, like, the steering wheel was nice and toasty. So not a huge thing on that one there. Heats up fairly quick on that part there. But definitely keep track of it, watch the channel, subscribe. If you guys have anything that you would like for me to do, if you like videos that you are seeing here, or some things you want me to change on videos, definitely do that. I am changing slightly the goal of this. I will still produce videos that are longer, that are full featured videos of the trails we're doing, because the point of this channel originally was to get what could this Outback do, or what could any stock Subaru-ish be able to do on the Colorado trails. So I will still do those. They will be in their own playlist. So check that out on the playlist there. They're going to be long. Most of these trails are an hour to 2 hour drive. And like I said, the only time I'm editing those videos is we like to stop, as you can see. As a family, we like to take pictures. We like to, do photography. So there is times that I'll stop and back up to get a better view or whatnot. So I'll edit that part out because, it is what it is. Or we'll stop and hike a trail. But the actual trail itself, I will leave completely in there. So definitely check those out if that's something you're interested in. You can change the speed it up to, like, I think YouTube lets you do 2 times. So if you wanted to do something faster, so that, because let's face it, who wants to watch a 2 hour long video of just some music and a car going? But I've done that before when I'm planning a trip to say, hey, what does this trail even look like? What am I going to get into? Am I going to get into branches, so I have to worry about pinstriping? Is there water crossings? So those kind of things, that's what I liked on some of our trips, and that was the plan of this channel from the beginning. So I'll still continue with those type of videos. They will be off on their own little playlist. And then the rest of this, we'll be doing some reviews. I've got a company here coming up that I'm going to be doing some ditch lights for. They sent me out those. So I'll do a quick review and put those on and see what they're like. And some of the other parts. And then we're going to be trying to do some more overlanding and whatnot this summer. So we'll try to get some more camping or some more video of us camping and doing those kind of things. But if there's anything else you guys would like to see, if there's more you'd like to know about the car or about the trips we're doing, if you're a company that has a product that you want to review, send it out. I'll be completely honest, I'm a small channel, so I don't have that feel of like someone's bought me off for sure. And there you can hear the school being there, so hopefully people are in their classrooms. But anyways, if you got something you want me to review, send it out. I'll be honest. And we're growing. It seems like almost every day this channel is growing as I get things tweaked and figured out. But like I said, if you guys have anything you want me to do more of, things you like, things you don't like, definitely comment. So that I can try to make these videos better. We can grow this channel. Because like I said, I kind of been going through trails on this thing. We've loved it so far. There's been plenty of times it's been on 2 wheels and 3 wheels as we're climbing over stuff. And surprisingly enough, for somebody who didn't want this car to begin with, the first one, the 23, I'll say, it's handled amazingly on the trails. It still has stock tires. It still has everything stock. besides, like I said, just a few parts. It's got a skid plate on it. Uh, Mostly, I didn't do the skid plate at the beginning because I could kind of see rocks as we're going down trails, and my son likes the spot, so we'll kind of be able to maneuver around those, even though the stock skid plate is a complete joke. Um, but it's something underneath there. But the big thing was the water crossings we went through, and it was too risky to be at 12,000, 13,000 feet, go through a water crossing, and then there'd be a big rock you can't see that happens to take out the oil pan or the transmission pan. One, you're stuck on a mountain that high, sucks. And two, the fact that that would leak obviously into the water, which then would just pollute the environment. And I mean, sure, we love off-roading, but we all love also the mountains, right? So and wildlife, so we don't want to be doing that stuff. So we did the skid plates for that part there. I searched around. The skid plates I ended up getting were right around like just a little over the $400 mark. There is some promo codes out there. If I can find them, I'll put them in the description. I'm not paid by rival 4x4 at all. Like I said, I found some discount codes. They've been amazing on questions and stuff. We've added ditch lights. They were just some Jeep like stuff that we had from Amazon from a light bar we had before. They came in a kit. I think the brand was North Pole. I haven't been able to find them since, so probably a company that just came and gone. They've done okay. I mean, for lights I had laying around, and I just took some steel, built my own ditch brackets for them, or ditch light brackets for them. The only other thing we've done so far is we've tinted the windows. So I'm running 20% in the front windows. We added 35 to the back windows and to the rear glass. That pretty much matched everything together, so it's got it nice and dark. Because like I said, we're going to be doing some camping and sleeping in this car, so I'd like to have that darked out. We did add the screen protect, like overlay for the screen, the center console, and the gauge cluster. So far, I've had it on for 2 weeks now, so about 400 miles on the car so far since. I mean, it's not a long review on that, but I mean, the product's been amazing. You don't really notice it's there unless you know where to look, and you look at the very edge of it where, like around the vents, it doesn't cover there, so you can see an edge to that part. But other than that, most people don't even know it's there. You don't even feel the screen works 100%. And no scratches, which is nice because that didn't happen on the last one, because the last one scratched a lot, especially if you're off-roading it and getting dust in the car. See what else we got. Normally, you can see in some of the videos we have a roof rack. So currently it is not on the car, but it will be going on the car, but we're building it. The plan is to build our own awning for it. So we'll have either 180 or 270. I've decided which I want to build for it. There's a channel, and I'll try to leave the link to that one in the description. I don't remember the guy's name, unfortunately, but I'm basically just taking his idea and running with it and doing some changes for myself. We're adding a solar shower to it, so my plan is it should be around 14-15 gallons. I don't know how much water we need when we do this, so we're just kind of guesstimating. This is the pipe I have, because we have some 6-inch PVC pipe left over from our camper that we were going to use for something. It's 10 feet long, so I'm going to cut it. I think it was like 6 feet, put an elbow, so it'll go down one side and across the back. And if that ends up being just way too much water, then we'll end up maybe cutting it down or changing it. So look forward to that build there. What else have we done to this car so far? Oh, painted the brake calipers on it. That makes a huge difference. I don't know why they didn't come that way, because WRXs did at one point, but it definitely looks good if you use the VHT Gold Flake, I think is what it was called, paint for engines. Matches like 99% of what the color is that's on the car. So that's definitely a very close match worth buying. And I think that's about it. But like I said, subscribe, like the channel, keep in touch. Let us know when you find more stuff or what else you want us to change to it. So I'll see you guys in the future.